The State of the Union, traditionally the biggest policy speech that a president gives each year. Joe St. George is in Washington and has details on how tonight's speech could impact you.
This year's address by President Biden is not only going to feel different because of where we are in the pandemic and Russia's invasion of Ukraine, it's going to look different as well.
Last year, when the president spoke, not every member of Congress could attend the speech. Masks were mandated, as was social distancing. This year will look more like the speeches that former presidents have given. Every member of Congress will be in attendance, and masks will be optional to wear. The speech is happening as President Biden's approval rating reaches a new low. Just 37% of the country approves of him. That will put extra pressure on the president tonight, going into what is technically his first State of the Union address, going all the way back to President Harry Truman. Only two presidents have had approval ratings this low heading into their first State of the Union, Donald Trump and Gerald Ford. So what will impact you tonight? Well, there are big questions about the expanded child tax credit. Remember, parents, that expired last year. Will the president push to bring it back? There are questions about student loan payments resuming in 2 months' time. Does he call on Congress to reform how much you pay, or does he take executive action? Not to mention the president campaigned on environmental reforms, which have stalled in recent months. Does he scale down his ambitions, or will he push for the same exact ones, knowing it might not happen? The president is expected to discuss the need for another pandemic relief package to help fund everything from tests to masks to help your kids stay in school. We anticipate a good portion of the speech, though, to focus on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. President Biden is also expected to ask Congress to provide millions to help the Ukrainian military fight.
Look for unity by Democrats and Republicans tonight when the president mentions Ukraine. Look for the usual division when issues like spending packages come up. Republicans, after all, have contributed that to high inflation rates. Here at the U.S. Capitol, a fence has gone up to provide extra security at the Capitol this evening. The president's speech gets underway at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. On Capitol Hill, I'm Joe St. George.